Hey everyone, I'm Breanna from Boom, and welcome to Boom Chat. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with Werther Dell Edera, Tate Brombal, and Chris Shehan, the powerhouse team that is bringing you House of Slaughter. You know Aaron Slaughter as Erica's handler and rival, but before he donned the black mask, Aaron was a teenager training within the House of Slaughter. Surviving within the school is tough enough, but it gets even more complicated when Aaron falls for a mysterious boy destined to be his competition. Oh, you guys, oh my goodness. Okay, so that first issue was insane. I already have so many questions. I cannot wait to see where this goes, but I can already tell it won't be pretty. So I want to ask Tate and Chris, how does it feel to contribute to one of the most exciting and dynamic new franchises in comics? Chris, I'm going to go with you first, and then Tate, I'm going to have you answer.
I was a big fan of Something is Killing the Children since it came out, and I really like it. Being able to be part of it, I had a lot of questions, I'm sure all the readers do, and being able to like have the answers a little bit before everybody else is kind of really awesome. I love being able to kind of live in the world and explore it. And I really have I'm like deep diving into stuff, and I go through a lot of I've been rereading it over and over, looking at all the little details, and I think it's really fun. I'm having a lot of fun.
That's awesome. Fun is what we strive for. So Tate, what's it like for you?
I am still honestly wrapping my head around it because it is the coolest thing. When I jumped onto the project, Something is Killing the Children was like already big. And since like the past few months, it seems to only get bigger and bigger. And like we saw that with the House of Slaughter numbers, and I'm just like, it's all like very overwhelming at times, but also just very exciting. And it kind of like kicks me to really put as much as I can into the book. So I am loving it. It's honestly like a huge dream come true to just contribute to the world and to the stories and to work with James, Chris, and Werther. It's really nice.
I'm so excited to see what's going to happen and how the story is going to unfold. So already you two, thank you for your work. And Werther, I want to know, how does it feel to let other creators play in the sandbox that you and James have created?
Okay, before to start, I would say that my therapist says that what I'm doing here is very, very big step toward my full recovery. Okay, so I can be more happy than I am. No, I'm joking, of course. Tate and Chris are great. They are doing such a beautiful job, and I can be more happy, really.
I'm so excited that everybody gets the opportunity to work together and to like work on this amazing story that you and James have put together. So like, I think everybody's just going to be really excited about it. Chris and Tate, my next question for you is, how did y'all come to join the series, and what are you most excited about bringing to the story? Tate, I'm going to go with you first.
It's funny. I was talking to both James and Eric, the lead editor on the series, separately because they had both read my Dark Horse book, Barbalien Red Planet, and they both really loved it. And I was talking to James, and he was like, we were getting to know each other, and he was like, I'd love to work with you someday. I'm developing some projects, but we didn't really know what it would be. And then I was talking to Eric separately, and he was like, we want to do a Boom book with you. Let's figure something out. And then I don't know, the stars aligned. They both connected and realized that they could both work with me on this series. So it really just worked out in that way, which is like the coolest thing. And I love working with both of them. So I'm just really, really happy that it all worked out and that I'm on the book. So what I'm most excited to contribute, I really love the characters in the book. So I think I'm most excited about like really digging into them, exploring more of their past, their personalities, how the house really works. It was so fun coming up with more of like the cultural kind of notes and ceremonies. So that's probably like the most exciting stuff. It's a lot of the character work and a lot of the world building.
Oh, everybody's going to be so excited to see all of that. All right, Chris, what are you most excited about? How did you come to join the series? And what are you most excited about bringing to the story?
Eric had also reached out to me and kind of told me a pitch of this book, and I was very excited. I actually kind of did some rearranging of my schedule so that I could make it work. And I don't know if I was recommended by anyone or by James. I know that James had been a big like voice on when the autumnal, my last book, was coming out. He was very vocal about it online, which I think helped a lot with getting it rolling, because I was a known name. I'm a no name, I guess. But so I don't know if James had recommended me, but I'm glad to work on something with him in a way anyway. But it was Eric that reached out to me, and I'm really excited to just, I don't know, show people this world through a slightly different lens. We're getting to see a lot of the little intricacies and little character moments that are happening outside of Erica's story, and I'm really interested in that. I love like little character moments. It's my favorite thing to draw, and Tate writes some really great ones.
Awesome. I can't wait to see how this progresses as the story unfolds. I'm so excited for readers to pick it up and look at it. All right, Werther, we first meet Aaron Slaughter in issue number 6 of Something is Killing the Children. And in the beginning, I got to admit, he was not the most likable character, but the more we learned about him, we got flashbacks, we saw the layers of his character peel back, and we find out like how complex he is. Did you and James know from the beginning that you'd want him to have his own story? And if not, at what point did you realize he was very special?
Well, I think that there was a big picture pretty clear about the character from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, me and James, we didn't know each other, and we haven't worked together before Something is Killing the Children. So I'm pretty sure about that. The fact that going on drawing and telling the story, some things, some details on the characters, and in specifically on Aaron's character, have evolved also based on what each other was giving to the other, and so I know that for sure that James have a clear idea of what's going on in the story, but some details on maybe on the bond that with Erica are come out differently, or maybe they are changed during the work.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to grow and it's going to change and it's going to evolve, and sometimes it just becomes its own thing without you even knowing it. Yeah, it's like, do I have that right?
Yeah.
Awesome. I love it. This is so cool. Okay, so Tate, my next question is for you. So since the first issue takes place between 2 different points of time in Aaron's life, we get to see the boy that he was compared to the man and monster hunter that he would become. Can we maybe expect that like Jace is a big part of that? Give me the tea.
I think Jace is Aaron has had a long life between we meet him at school at a House of Slaughter, and when he's a full-grown hunter, a lot has happened. So I'm not going to say Jace is the only big thing that's impacted him, but he is a large contributing factor. I think their relationship especially kind of set him on a certain path to where he is now. I can't really say anything else because I'll just spoil things, but Jace is a very big character and he will have a lasting impact is all I will say.
I'm so excited about it. Okay. I love a good love story. So I'm ooh. All right. Werther, the world of House of Slaughter and some of its characters come directly from Something is Killing the Children, as we all know. There are plenty of elements that are unique to this story. I want to go back to Sick Tick, and I want to know what were some of the inspirations and designs for the world of Something is Killing the Children and its characters.
Obviously, there are a lot of inspirations. Everything I read and watch and listen pitch in some way on what I'm doing. And for example, the biggest inspiration for Erica was a couple of manga characters made by this Sanpei Shirato sensei and Kamui and Sasuke. They are two ninjas from this manga, beautiful manga. They was the first inspiration for Erica. Or for Aaron, I would love to give back the feeling of some Ugo Pratt characters from his Corto Maltese, and there are a lot of exotic feeling in his story. In his stories, and I would try to give back that feeling, that exotic feeling in the character of Aaron.
Well, you did it well, because these characters are just so mysterious and strong and amazing. So again, thank you for your work, because like look at what it's grown into. This is so amazing and so exciting. Okay, so Chris, your turn for me to just like gush all over your work. You have such a beautiful and unique art style. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what was the process like of taking the story and the designs and bringing them to life on the page for you?
I did a lot of like studying of the characters and Werther's art. I wanted to. I found it was actually kind of a challenge, a fun challenge to show the characters in my way, but have them be recognizable by all of the same features from Something is Killing the Children. I didn't want to copy Werther's style. So I did a lot of just sketching and changing things before I ever turned any artwork in, so that I could try to, I don't know, bring myself into this while it still feels and looks like it belongs in that universe. So it was just a lot of just sketchbooking at first, a lot of stuff that no one has ever seen. Just me trying to figure the characters out in my way so that they're still readable as those same characters, both in personality, body language, and features and everything like that.
It's so effective, Chris, because when you look at Sick Tick and then you look at House of Slaughter, like it's different, but it's so similar. So you can tell that they're familial stories, and well done everyone all the way around. I absolutely love it. Okay, so my next question for everybody, this is for everybody. So with this new series being called House of Slaughter, how much more lore do we think we're going to get to learn about with the rules and the houses and how they came to be? I'm gonna call on Tate first, just because Tate might know something.
I know a few things, but we will definitely be doing a deep dive into the house. There's a few history lessons which are fun, which were really fun to write. You'll see a few new ceremonies, especially in the second issue. So I got those pre-orders in.
Yes, we like that.
Chris has completely like took an idea from my head in this script and made it into the coolest freaking sequence. So I'm really excited for everyone to see that. And then, yeah, there'll be more, a new hunt you might see. So like there is a lot of new aspects you'll see from the House of Slaughter.
Oh, I'm so excited. All right, Chris, Werther, is there anything either of you can tell us about what we might be seeing in this new series? Okay, that works, Werther. Chris, what about you?
Yes, you will get to see more lore and more mythology. And that's all I can say, but it is cool. It's cool. When I first started, I actually received a document going into the history, and I'm not gonna tell you that, but but it's cool, and I love it. So I'm excited for myself to learn more, and for readers as well.
Awesome. Okay, so final question, and Tate might be the only one who can be able to speak to this one, but I'm still going to ask it to the room. So without giving too much away, where can we sort of expect this series to go as the story progresses? Although that kind of might be the same question, but if you have any other thoughts, I know that people would love to hear.
You can expect it to get messy and bloody is one thing you can expect. Things only get much worse from the first issue, but there's some romance. There is a lot of killing involved, and a lot of really cool surprises that I cannot spoil.
I love it.
You will want to be there, seeing them and witnessing them, especially before it gets spoiled for you, is all I will say.
Fabulous. Chris, Werther, anything to add on that note?
Tate and Chris, they absolutely know what they are doing, so we are in good hands.
Love it. I love it. Chris, any final thoughts?
I'm with Tate. It gets messy.
Yay! Messy. House of Slaughter is messy. I can't wait. I'm so excited. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for your time today. It has been so wonderful chatting with all of you. For those of you watching at home, be sure to pick up House of Slaughter #1 in stores now. If you want to stay up to date on all of our amazing content, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click that notification button.